Hey, somebody start
Sorry,
singing.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm just trying to get my hair
Yeah,
together.
I hear you, bro.
All right, what are we speaking on?
Well, basically, we speaking on truth and experience that you've been through, and then things that was going on with us in the black community, and what we see fit, for us to try to make it better, since we are the people that claiming to be conscious and getting ourselves right. So we need to come up with some type of, because all this, everybody got knowledge and you just teaching on it. Let's put together a plan for us to try to make some type of solution for
Hmm.
us and own business and stuff like that. We can work on that. Us.
Okay. Where's everybody from?
I'm from Dallas,
I'm
Texas.
in Georgia right now. I'm in Georgia.
Okay.
I'm in Georgia, but I'm from Florida. I'm in Georgia, but I'm from Florida.
Okay, Florida. It's
Where are
going
you
in
at?
and out a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm in West Philadelphia.
Oh
Oh,
well,
Philly in the home.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. We in this John.
Yeah, Philly.
I'm originally from New Jersey.
well, I'm a country boy.
What
I'm originally from Denison, Texas. It's a small country town, but I live in Dallas, in the city. I hate the city. I don't even like the city. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, my brother's in Dallas right now.
What
Hey
part?
Thomas, can you cut your mic up a little bit? Cause I barely can hear you when you talk.
Who, me?
No, Thomas.
Yeah, my mic's up. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Can you hear me better now?
No,
I can hear you.
you
Yeah, I
still
can hear you
sound low
good.
right now. You still sound low. Okay, maybe that's
That
me
might be
then.
it. Yeah,
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, I can
yes.
hear.
All right.
So what did you say the topic was on, bro?
Well, the topic is on truth, and it's just based on our experience and then we're gonna go to talking about the things that we experience and what we seeing like with our communities and stuff, and us as conscious people, from different background, bringing up, trying to see the solutions that we can come to solve, for our people and ourselves.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not just to jump off on it. I mean, when I look around my neighborhood and stuff, I see youngsters that's lost. And like I said before, I used to be there before I was lost too. You know what I mean? It depends on your role model, but in this society today, I don't have no kind of animosity against those that was lost because I was lost myself before. You know what I mean? But I took myself through trials and
Right.
tribulations with I said I can't take it no more. So I had two choices: either straighten up and fly right, or have wings and still walking on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? And does that make me better?
Yeah.
Does that make me better than anybody else? No, it don't. You know what I'm saying? See, a person to me has to do what they got to do for themselves. And if they
Right.
accomplish their goals within self, then they can virtue out and help other people. You understand? Does that make sense?
Well, yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree, but also as well, like when you trying to work on yourself, just like they say, people come in your life for a reason. So when you trying to work on yourself, or when you trying to help somebody else out while working on yourself, because you can help other people as well while you're trying to work on yourself too, because you might need that person just as much as they need you, whether it's for encouragement, resources, anything of that nature.
Yeah,
So
true that. True that.
I do
True
agree
that.
with your saying, but as well, I that's true. That what I just said, it has truth to it too, because I lived it.
Yeah,
I live it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, I agree with you 100. But how do you reach out? How do you go about now? Because like I'm 45 years old, and the outlook from these young people now is totally different than when I was growing up. You understand? It's not about uh, it's about more proving themselves to others than making a reputation that's positive and living on that. You understand what I'm saying? Before it was about knuckling up. Now it's about killing each other. It's about selling drugs and all that. See, that's their style now. And their influences, I can't put it on the industry of music. You know what I'm saying? Their influence is totally different than what some of us experienced when we was growing up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to say.
Can I just
Yeah,
touch on what you were saying, brother
Yes,
Neil? Where I'm
yeah, come on
from,
in. Come on.
now I'm only 36. When I was
uh,
coming up, I grew up, in the 80s, the early 90s. Now, back in our day, well, the guys that was into the streets, even though they were selling drugs, they made it a point not to sell to black people. They went
there
out
we go.
into the
There
white
you go.
neighborhoods and was
That's
selling that
right.
shit to them,
Yeah,
but they didn't
yeah,
bring it home with them. They had more respect, you know what I
yeah,
mean, than to,
yeah,
sell it to our own people. And that's what
yeah,
I can say. I'm glad I did grow up in that era where we had a certain level of, morality and respect
yeah.
for ourselves as well as each other.
Yeah, because you keep saying that word respect. See, respect was a big thing in those days. You understand?
Hmm.
Respect made a person, not a reputation. You understand?
Right,
Not a
right, right.
reputation. Now it's more of a reputation wise. I've been to the penitentiary. Frankly, I wouldn't tell nobody that because who cares? You understand? I mean,
Mm.
the make a person make a mark for himself. It all depends on how do you make your mark. Either it's positive or negative. You understand?
Right.
Uh, and I agree with you again on the drug selling. You know, when I was doing the thing, I was never no current server. I didn't serve drugs to nobody on the street. You know, if you're gonna do it, I did it big. You know what I mean? I'm
Hmm.
not. That's like me going in the grocery store stealing the candy bar when I could steal 3 slabs of ribs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right,
with that,
right.
uh, I'm saying this to say that how do we go out and reach out to our youngsters, our females? You know, I see a lot of young females that don't have that positive female role model anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And
Well,
it,
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest, I guess, in a group. I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year.
uh-huh.
And um like my generation, I'm sort of different in my generation because my generation, oh, I ain't gonna say my generation. I'm gonna just speak on my experience. The people that I went to school with and grew up with, like they are content with having the basics,
Hmm.
and that's where I feel like it needs to their mind the way of thinking now is different to where that if we're comfortable where we at and if we're comfortable with we just being able to pay our bills and buy a couple of items here and there and hair stay done and all that, people are content with that,
Mm.
Mm. Well,
especially
what
the
I
young
can
people
say,
now.
for the generation now, um, y'all making a lot of noise in ways that we probably couldn't. Y'all are a lot more like aggressive than we were.
Yeah.
Not to say that we were passive, but when y'all make y'all noise, and it people listen, and it counts. Um, like all these laws that's getting passed now, a lot of it was because of the younger generation coming out and doing what they do the way that y'all do it. But it would be a lot more productive if you could focus it more towards a greater good where it benefits all of us and not just one individual person. And I think people now are more ego struck and is more so about showing than doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Structure. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
at that
Yeah,
point, it's not. It's not any structure. It's just like you buying an entertainment center and looking at the box trying to put it together. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be
Right. You
pieces.
got all the pieces.
Yeah, it's pieces missing. Then you'll be settled like sister said a while ago. You know, we're comfortable. We're not wanting that much, but according to that, the instructions on the instruction that come to the entertainment center, it's a particular way you should go about putting it together. Same way in our lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a
Right. Otherwise, the foundation ain't gonna be worth crap.
that's real, but you just gonna
That
set all the television sit there for a couple of days, then it fall. Then you right back to point A. You know, but square right back to square one. You feel me?
Right. A
But
temporary fix, and not trying to
yeah,
figure out how to. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, and that has to do with to me. That has to do a lot to do with what we was taught at a young age. And for number
Mm-hmm.
one, I'm gonna say me when I sat in front of they in their history books learning about white people, I didn't learn about me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 45, I'm
Right.
learning more about us. You know what I'm saying? I know about them, but what about us? It's a lot of us, but it's a majority of them. You hear me? But their way of outstretching life is they're superior to us. You know, they're over us. You understand? That's the way our kids are teaching now, getting taught now in school that white is right and black is wrong. You understand? And instead of us taking that that negativity and turning it against them, we turn it against each other. You hear me? And that's pitiful. That's just me
Mm.
saying that. You feel me? I love my brother and sister not because you black, because I know the struggle. You understand?
Right.
See, a lot of people can't be black and walk our shoes. You don't know how much power black women have as a black woman. You hear me? See, two people, the male and female, we need each other for balance, not one
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
over the other. But society has us thinking, oh, the man is the head of the house and the woman
Right.
this, you know what I'm saying? You got women out there called cats a bitch ass nigga and stuff, and go and excuse my French, but we gonna speak it today. But go out and talk to another female about her man and what he's doing and not doing, and that female looking at them like, damn, my man that all he do is play video games and smoke weed, and you complaining? You feel me?
Mm.
And
Right.
it's vice versa. You know what I mean? As a black man, I'm gonna speak for me. I can't speak for the brothers. We got a foot and a neck and an anchor on our neck every day. You understand? Sisters don't see that. It's hard to be a brown skinned man in this society. You hear me?
Wait, I beg to differ. We black women, we do see that because we live with it every day because the father of our children is steady being incarcerated over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
So we do know the struggle.
Speak it, baby. Speak it. Speak it.
okay. Let's just say this, right? Me and Thomas, we was talking earlier today talking about the solution, about like what we need to do. You know, because I'm one of those brothers that in the circumstances of what she was talking about, like going to prison and out there in the streets selling drugs and stuff like that. So I did that. But since I've been initiated into all the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been under a lot of master teachers, and that took time, and I learned all my prison and my experience. But what we need to do, though, you know what I'm saying? We need to come up with a solution where I can be able to give you a job, or you able to give me a job, and I can help this sister out. This sister can help me out. We can help, Tahuti can help me out. Thomas can help me out. We all can help each other out, and we got to build that foundation, starting, I'm saying, with us just not only talking knowledge, but putting also in the effort expression. You know what I'm saying? So not just talking it just on a video to make, you got to also make it happen.
Yeah,
So
make
that's
it
what me and the
happen.
brother Thomas were talking about today.
How do we go about that? I'm gonna ask the ladies. How
Well,
as a
me
black man?
myself, I personally,
Go ahead, mom.
I'm sorry. As a female, I feel like this generation is more so about me. What can I get out of something? Now, back in the day where it took a village to raise, a child or children, I think we need
Yeah.
to go back to that and start getting in their business again. Start
Yeah,
calling people out on their stuff. Parents, if you neglecting your child, I'm gonna call you out on it. If I
yeah.
see your child acting like a hole in the streets, I'm gonna
I'm
call
gonna
you
call
on
you
it,
out
and then
on
I'm
it.
gonna go and I'm gonna tell exactly.
It takes a
Exactly. Yep.
village to raise a kid. That's why from
Okay,
our country.
okay, but if they take a village, don't you know that we're gonna have to make our own village? Because
Of
now the
course.
village consists of these days our own neighbor not really liking us. So we can't do nothing
Yeah, I
about that
know.
because that man or that woman pay rent right there where they stay at, and they're gonna do whatever they want to do. They may not be down with what you're trying to do and making things positive or making progress for the black community. He might be a hindrance to that and not trying to see what you're talking about
Well,
and
the
what you're
first
trying to do.
order of business should be to weed out all the ones they ain't real about what they talking about. Weed them out, and then that way we could figure out, all right, this is what we got left, this is what we working with. These people really about what they say they about. Let's rock with them. In
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
between,
yeah,
the
yeah.
people, we all put some money together and start our own shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling the brother Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Me and him were talking earlier today about the same thing what you just mentioned about, all of us, should start putting some money aside, a little bit of money, and we should just within our little group right now find some type of trust or treasurer, somebody who we can trust and try to build us a little establishment. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some type of business going where we can produce shirts or we can produce some type of cosmetics for hair for women's grease or something, and try to
Well,
just come up with some money to do something.
well, it's other ways other than, because first it starts here. Starts up here in the mind. The village
Hmm.
is in your mind frame and how you connect with your community and the people that you live around. See, I'm the
Hmm.
candy lady where I'm from, for example. I'm the candy lady. And if you come to my house, you're gonna take something back with you, not just candy or whatever. You're gonna take some type of brain food. If your child
Hmm.
coming over to my house with no shoes on, no socks on, and they pants hanging off their butt, look, you can't bring your butt back over here if you don't have no shoes on. You should be walking around here with no shoes on.
Hmm.
You know, don't come to my house trying to buy something and your pants hanging off your behind.
Right.
See when you come to my house, you already know. Oh, Miss B, she ain't gonna play that. So let me pull my pants up. That lets me know you know exactly how to carry yourself.
Right. It's a level of respect.
Right,
So
right.
you
I
have
agree.
to. So you have to continue to feed these young people and to these kids. That's why I said the village starts here.
Hmm.
It's a mind thing. And then when you see kids, maybe outside being disrespectful, what the case may be, hey, look, who are your parents? Show me where
Right.
you stay at. Because I need to go talk to them and let them know how you
Yeah,
out
but
here conducting yourself.
right. But it's so bad now to where you can't even confront the parents because the parents automatically just, defend the child and not,
Yeah,
holding their child
yeah,
accountable. So it's going to keep
yeah.
going
That's
on and
true.
keep going on because the child
That's
feels as
true
if
too.
they're not doing anything wrong. And it's
That's true.
Yeah,
sad.
that's true. That's true.
That's
And
true too.
sometimes
But
when
it's
you're trying
mainly
to
like the
address it,
younger
when
mothers that's like that. Some of the older ones too.
yeah, and when you're trying to address the parents about it, you might even get in a fight about that little bit of,
Right.
just that little bit. So that's why I say it's about, what I'm saying. If you see a sister that won't help and you know she really won't help and is in her
Dang, I'm
financial
sorry,
problems,
y'all.
then those the ones you bring in and ask them if they really seeking for truth. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what standpoint they belief is, whether they're Christian, a Muslim, Hebrew Israelite, no matter. We are the ones that in the deepest mysteries. And I'm here to show y'all more stuff because you got the brother Tahuti. He knows some stuff and I know a lot of stuff. And then we got Thomas. Thomas knows some stuff and he may not know what I know. I might not know what he know, but when it comes to knowledge, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build like sisters and brothers into a deeper passive where you got all the knowledge where you can communicate and relate with anybody. That's why we got to be universal and not
Mm.
judgmental about what somebody believes. You know what I'm saying? Because what somebody believes, some people have been raised like that. And it's hard to
Right.
break away
And to
from
them it's normal and it's
certain
all they
things.
know.
Yeah, it's normal. So actually, like some people hanging in the hood with no shoes on. It's normal to them. So here it is, you got shoes on, or they pants hanging down. They've been like this all their life, and here it is, you keep telling them don't do it, when they that's all they know, that's all they
Mm.
see. then we got to try to cooperate. We got to try to compromise with them. You know what I'm saying? Try to compromise with them a little bit.
Now, I also realize that this era now, like even say we do have some people that come together, just try to pull together for the community, or trying to make some people are not patient anymore. They
Mm-hmm.
want to, they want it immediately, microwavable,
Right.
Yeah,
Instant
yeah,
accessible.
yeah,
gratification.
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And if it's not happening fast enough, then you know us as Black people feel like we have failed. But look how long our ancestors and stuff suffered and went through what they went through, and then they had we had our own breakthrough. So we have to remind ourselves like patience is the key to
Yeah,
everything.
that's true. That's like all of us, right? We getting to know each other and stuff. It's gonna be patient to build a foundation for us to really trust each other. Cause me, I've been teaching for a while. I know a lot of stuff. I've been running across people who I've been trying to build stuff with, who say they conscious and they really want to make a change and stuff like that. But it all boiled down to we get like 50 people, then it only boiled down to two people actually putting in the work and actually trying to make this thing work with the energy that we trying to put
Right.
forth and what we talking about doing. You know what I'm saying? So it takes persistence as well. Like you said, it takes
Yeah.
persistence.
You have to be persistent.
So I know, and
Shoot.
Thomas, before he left off, he was asking y'all, like the ladies, he was like, what would be something that y'all see that we need to start on? You know what I'm saying? Because me and him may want to start something up and want to let y'all like really try to get into it and guide y'all into, or maybe y'all already know the steps of what y'all see fit, what can make the thing start from the foundation. Because I got the
Mm.
knowledge, Thomas got the knowledge. He also got money. He drive trucks. You know what I'm saying? I got a job. I'm working a job, and I'm trying to get a lot of things straight so we can also build what we talking about right now. Like I want to get a lot of cameras instead of doing just the YouTube thing. What we doing now, we can do live footage. Like we can make little
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
episodes of what we talking about in reality. Like I can actually come see y'all. I can come to Philly. I can go down, cause she ain't far from me. She in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. So I can go and meet her and we can
What
shoot
part of
live
Georgia are
casts
you
over there and
in?
stuff like that. Huh?
Right.
What part of Georgia are you in?
And Atlanta.
Athens?
No, Atlanta.
Oh shoot, that's like 45 minutes an hour away from here.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So yeah, like, and then I was
So
talking
to
to
be
Hootie.
honest with you, I would have to think about what how to start, how how well not how to start, but where to start and how to bring in the parents because that's where it's gonna have to start from.
Mm-hmm.
The head of the household. Because if the head of the household is not on board, then everybody else is not gonna be on board either.
True, because you got some of the kids these days, you got to reach the kids instead of the parents. Because some of the parents you may be able to reach, but the kids you may be able to reach faster than the parents. Because the kids doing their own thing these days.
Right.
Like what I'm saying, for instance, the kid, the parent may be a Christian, but the kid just out there into hip hop and into trying to learn new knowledge and new stuff, and you got to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
I like that. Y'all excuse me for I dropped the call. I'm at work, so I had to take a call. So I'm back now. I just talked to the last butt end of it, but I agree with both points. But I heard what sister said. It does start with the parents first. You hear me? It does start with the parents,
Mm-hmm.
and then I agree with my brother. Hey, if the parents is not on point. Let's use that word on point. Then how can they lead their own children? So what does a kid do? A kid virtues out and turns to the streets, or see those that's giving more attention to what they in. Like you said, you know, like y'all there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
here.
there. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
we're
you.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. We can.
We're
Can you hear
listening.
us?
Thomas,
Can
you
you
can hear
hear
us?
him?
You can hear us? I don't know, cause he's driving trucks and
No,
stuff. So.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
you
here. I
Oh,
here?
okay.
apologize
Okay,
again,
okay.
y'all. Don't give up on me because I like this kind of grown up conversation. You heard me? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's 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 what society is offering us now that we gotta consume. You understand? We don't have
I'm
no
gonna
choice.
share
Like
something.
the old days to me are over. The teenagers these days don't act like the teenagers we did. We love to be outside. And you know what I'm saying? Parents say, "Hey, come home before them porch lights. Their porch light is on." Now the
Right.
kids are more. Uh, you give kids choices now. You know what I'm saying? When it shouldn't be a choice when it comes to a kid. You hear me?
Right.
At all. You know, more parents are being their kids' friend than being a parent. You hear me?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ask yourself, does that fall in the category because is it a traditional thing or is it because the parent, you know, parents say, I'm my kid's friend because I want them to not experience the things I did. Well, in an aspect, you have to let them experience the things. You can't hide it from them, and that's the truth. You understand? Because
Have a
if you
life.
don't teach, if you don't teach kids the truth in your household, they're gonna learn the truth out there. But that truth that they introduced to is not the right truth. You understand?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes a habit. You hear me?
Right.
Like now,
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now,
you're right.
now it's all about tattoos, gold, materialistic things. Like our young sister said, materialistic things. You hear me? Before, it's not about a roof over your head, transportation, clean clothes. It ain't about that no more. It's about getting each other. You
Right.
hear me? Everybody's hungry, and instead of like the sister said a while ago, back in the day we didn't sell drugs to our own kind, but everybody hungry these days. It's their own kind. We live in the same project. I'ma sell to your mama or daddy, and they struggling just like me. But I'm gonna walk over
Right.
them like this around the projects like I'm the king. You hear me?
Right. So I know before you had went out, Thomas, you was asking them like what type of a business or organization that we should start, and you were asking them, but you had went off and they didn't get a chance to answer
Yeah.
your
Well,
question.
yeah. I was before I finish. I was, as a brown skinned woman, I'm gonna ask y'all, ladies, what can a man do to make y'all feel more secure? You understand what I'm
Be
saying?
more
Because
masculine.
I see the
It's a
ladies
lot
playing the
of
man
Be
role
more specific.
feminization
Secure in what?
with
as y'all as a black man being your protector.
I heard one say be more masculine, and I wanted to address that because you got a lot of men, what I'm saying, that's feminine and masculine, and men are getting in touch with themselves now, and we know that we possess both energies, just like y'all possess both energy, masculine and feminine. So that go for the man as well. So with men tapping into their feminine side, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not trying to say with the homo man or none of that. But I'm talking about if a man showing a woman that what another man or somebody would be considering as soft, don't take him as being soft because he's trying to do everything for you, trying to open, trying to cook for you, wash the dishes and stuff like that. Don't look at him being soft if you in a feminine manner.
No, a
no,
woman.
I don't mean it in that way at all. What I mean is um men these days, not all of them, but a lot of them now seem like they want again that instant gratification. A lot of men now not willing to roll their sleeves up and put no fucking work in. They want to, fall back and just, get it
That's
how it come. And that
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A man is scared to be
And
a
I
man
wanna
till
I
they
wanna
become
add
right.
something.
Women the same.
I want what sister
Yeah,
said, like
women the same. Yeah, that's right.
even
That's right.
even with that, even with that, like men are are stuck in a mind frame that women's supposed to be a certain way.
Yeah, real.
Like now, us women, we are more independent. A lot of men are intimidated by us.
Those little boys.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think the bottom line is we as people failed each other. The elders failed the youngins, the men failed the women, and the women failed the men. Bottom line, and we
Right.
just got to fix it.
Yeah,
Right.
we have to fix it, but you got a lot of women now, like the women that's independent. You got them feel like, oh, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If they got a man and they making more money than him, or you more independent than him, you make him feel like you don't need him. I just got you, but I don't need you, and you make yourself as a boss over him or something like that. Then you know some men's getting in their feelings about that if you try stuff like that, because majority of women do that.
And I agree. I agree. And I've gotten into several confrontation with women because even though I'm a woman, I don't necessarily agree with the thinking of how a lot of these women were taught and raised because it started from either a parent or an overseer of some sort. And I don't agree with it at all. So a lot of times when I'm defending these men, the women
Um,
feel like because I'm a woman, I don't believe in feminism. I don't deal with none of that shit on any level. I want no fucking parts of it at all. And I'll go to bat for men all the fucking time, no matter how many times I've been disappointed. I've never been with nobody in another race outside of a black man. I just can't. My soul will not allow me to do it. No matter how disappointed, no matter how discouraged I get. I've been single now for almost a year. I would prefer not to be, but if it got to be like that, it got to be like that.
well, I
Yeah,
can't say that
I'm
I have never dated outside of my race because I have, because I am biracial. I may not look like it, but I am.
mm,
But but with that being said, like I got into a couple of debates because I be quick to stand on my soapbox against men
she breaking up. Can you hear?
and women because women be
She breaking up bad.
doing the most. For example, take child support for instance. A woman feels like, okay, he's not responsible. Huh?
This sound distorted. I can't
Yeah,
really hear
everybody.
that good.
But for like 20
I I
teach the
can't.
child how to
Yeah, it's
write
breaking
their
up.
name. Along with the connection, but everybody sound kind of broken up.
Okay, how
Yeah,
about now? Is it good now?
it's a little bit better.
Well, cause I can hear y'all better. But when she was talking, I couldn't really hear nothing that she was saying.
Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of it either. Yeah, I think the connection messing up.
It should be good now, cause I can hear y'all. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Do I need to start over? She was
Yeah, go
saying,
ahead and say. Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead
I
and
can
say
hear
what you
you.
please.
said. Yeah.
No, she and he got on adding to what the sister was saying. I fight for both sides. Especially when it comes to the women, like, oh, because when a lot of women these days feel like since the father don't want to be with them or want to move on, they feel like they have to put this man on child support and want money that they think that's going to um put replace that, and then they don't want the child to be around the father or anything like that, but you want to take this man's money.
Right.
But money can't show a child how to tie their shoes. Money don't give that child love. Money can't teach this child how to ride a bike or defend himself from bullies and stuff at school. Money don't do any of that. So that's when I step in and be like, yo, like, girl, you sound crazy. Because if that man wants to be in that child life, you should allow him to.
Right.
And not be running back and not running, try to go put people in y'all business, and then everybody come up on hard times. And so when somebody say, the father's coming up on hard times, and he lost his job now. He lost his job. That means he can't pay his child support, right?
Right.
So he can't pay his child support. Where he wind up at? In jail. Because of you. Because of you wants to put that man on child support.
Winding up in jail.
Right, which affects the child.
That's bad for him. Yeah. That affects
and the child,
everybody.
most importantly.
Right. And and the person that suffers the most is the child, because now that child's father in jail for a couple months. Now when he comes out, he got all his back pay to pay.
That's my shirt, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't believe in that, and it is some men that may deserve to be on child support, but I believe that majority of these men do not deserve to be on child support, whatever they have going on, because that's not giving them a chance to do anything.
Right.
Because they still learning themselves.
Talk to, bro.
I don't even have my own child's father on child support. I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Because that's a trick that they made for us to break up our home. Because we have the money. And what they do is they make sure they don't even take care of their kids with that money.
Right.
That's the sad part. That's the sad part. That's
why I'm saying, like, that's why I'm saying, like, now, we trying to come up with something that we need to do to come up with some solutions, like, actually for these systems that you're talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, to try to get sisters to follow y'all, you know what I'm saying, because I know if you got something going on, somebody's gonna follow you. If you open up a salon right now, the same people right, I bet they'll come to your salon. Because you know why? Because you got it going on. You got a shop. Saying you got a shop, and a lot of people come to your shop, and they talking about, yeah, that girl B do have good. Yeah, that girl N, she be talking that good stuff and that knowledge, and she's willing to help people and give you a job and everything. I bet they'll come.
Yeah, but it seemed like, from my experience, it seemed like for certain situations, the opposite sex is better. And I honestly feel like, from a woman's perspective, if more men would say to these women, they did short skirt and having your titties out and your ass out, them tights and all that. Say that for another time. Don't be out on the street like that. I think if more men started pulling these chicks and start letting them know, like, that ain't cool. You ain't got to have all that out to be sexy or to be, attractive. I think more women would listen because it's coming from a man. And I think from a woman's, if vice versa. I think men would receive it a little bit better depending on the approach of the woman. But I think if a woman pulled a man, listen, brother, I think that you need to tighten up a little bit, not to, put no pressure or come off aggressive, but just, genuine and honest. I think men would appreciate that coming from a woman.
And on
I,
the on the
I,
on the
I
flip side of the men, like men, I and if I it this statement I'm finna make, it can go a little bit of both ways,
Hmm.
but women we push men away a lot, and like you say, sister, you've been single for almost damn a year now because the way the men are now. Men don't
Hmm.
carry
Hmm.
themselves as men anymore, and how they approach us is like they just want to lay up. They're not looking for anything real.
Right, right. And I think a lot of that got to do with because now we is one parent households. Even though I was raised by a single mother, I did get to see my mom and my dad interact in a certain manner when it came to raising me. But a lot of these kids not getting that no more. They getting, either or. And a lot of times, either one or both parties are bitter.
And see, I was raised different from you. I had both parents in my house growing up. They still together now. I mean, he's not my
Hmm.
biological father, but he raised
That
me.
don't even matter. Right.
Right.
That's what matters. Yep.
And I never seen my daddy hit my mama or anything like that, but yet I have been in abusive relationships.
Hmm.
But I never experienced that in my home. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I don't know.
but like Ebony was saying earlier, she was saying that if you get a lot of men to start talking to the women about the way they be dressing, but me as a man, I doubt that that will happen. You know why? Because you got a lot of men
They
like
like
the way
it.
when women dress like that. They like that, and some women's like that too because it make y'all feel a certain way.
Attention.
Because they feel it gives
Even if
them
you
more
got a
attention like that.
yeah. They feel like they get even if you got a husband or a man, you still want to dress sexy for another man to look at you. I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess men do the same thing. We dress fly and stuff like that, even though this is the way we like to dress, but we still know women's gonna pay us attention. So that's the same way. I guess that's what women do too. They like to feel good and they like to get attention as well.
Because if you feel like you look good, that means you're feeling good too.
Hmm.
So the way society got things set up, you have to present yourself in this kind of manner to look good. You get what I'm saying?
I
That's what
Right,
totally
society says
agree.
to us.
I
right. I
agree.
agree too.
Society don't show us that covering up certain parts or whatever means sexy. Society
Hmm.
shows us the more skin that you show, or the bigger your breasts are, the bigger your butt are. That's beautiful. Damn, she a bad bitch now.
Right, right.
Yeah. I agree. And you got a lot of women's paying for their breasts to be done and their butts to be done as well. When you're not thinking about when you get old and that stuff can be sagging and regular and stuff. But I guess you're just living for the moment, just trying to get whatever man you can that
Because it's an
for
ego
whatever you
boost.
purchase.
Everybody there
Yeah.
was so ego driven. They need this attention. It's all about how many people, like me, like my pictures. Like,
Mhm.
it's
But I
crazy.
don't. This is what I don't understand though. Why need all that attention when you got a man already? If you got a man or a husband, why do you still go in that attention? Because I know my wife, she dressed kind of like real. She got a style like how she dressed, and I know other women's got husbands that you could see on the Basketball Housewives and stuff, and the Atlanta stars and stuff. How they be dressing, and they got husband and boyfriend, and look how they be dressing. But men's really
Well,
don't
They
that's the
have
have
that. They
lifestyle
problems.
that
have
they
that.
accustomed
That's
to.
the influence. Yeah, that's the influence that these kids has to look up to now. You hear me?
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
even that. Look at where they at. They out, you know, in California. That's how they get down out there. That's that
That,
Hollywood shit.
hey, that's the dream that the society is selling to everybody. You hear me?
Right. That's what they
You ain't
trying to
gotta pay.
sell to us.
That's the
Right.
dream. That's the dream. You know, and I heard I was listening to y'all, and I mean I like this. I like this conversation. But what's the other brother name that's on here?
Tahuti.
Tahuti.
Get up.
Yeah. So
Tahuti.
he just listening right now. He stepped outside.
Okay, now watch this. I'm gonna ask that question I asked and got something started, but it's not nothing negative started. It's a positive
Mm.
thing. What do men really want in a woman? And I'm gonna say me first. Yeah, I mean, I don't look at a woman as a sex tool. I look at a woman as a partner. You understand?
Mm.
Understanding my friend. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want nothing from you, but what I do want, you can't buy it at the grocery store. You understand? I
Right.
don't want what you
Right.
got between your legs. You understand what I'm saying? That don't influence
Mm-hmm.
what I want is a conversation, understanding, forgiveness, and let's build together. You hear what I said? Now, see, a lot of women, some women, when I say a lot of women, y'all forgive me saying that, some women these days, they want more than what they can chew. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
when you bite off a certain aspect that is introduced into your life as he was all nice to me at first. He got a Bentley and he's doing good. He said he's gonna pay my bills and stuff. Well, look at the product that you're going after.
Right.
See,
Right. Oh, I'm
that's
glad
not a
you
man.
said that. I'm so glad you said that.
That's not a man to me. That's a sucker to me. I'm gonna break it down. That's a sucker to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no love for those kind of cats. You know what I mean? Because number one, when you all about that money, you don't got no love for nobody but that money, pimping. You hear me? You
Right.
know,
Right.
you got these cats running and saying, I'm a pimp. I've been pimping. I'm gonna tell you something about this. I'm gonna tell you about a real crap. Cause my uncle is a big time pimp before he passed away. You understand? You gotta take an oath. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about that female. All you care is about that money. You don't care about your mama, your daughter, nothing. You don't care about no feminine stuff. You understand? If she can't make that trick, that nigga do his darn self because that's all he sees is that money. Now this new stage age pimping that they got out, break the baby mama, mama break the baby daddy. See, that's a bunch of bull because that's how society wants you to be one against each other. As I stated before, there's balance. And the only way a black man and a brown skinned man and a brown skinned woman balance each other out is turned against what you was taught. Sometimes turn that television.
Exactly.
You understand? Sometimes your big mouth friends that you see jumping in bed with different niggas, the dude that you call a player jumping in bed with different girls. Hey, if that's where you want to be, that's where you're gonna be stuck the rest of your life. But when you want to move, go talk to grandmama and granddad that's been married for 20 something years. You understand? See, that's a role model. You hear me? But we have it
Mm-hmm.
stuck in our head.
Mm-hmm.
We got they old fashioned. I ain't got time. They don't know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you something that you didn't know. Time repeats itself. The only thing
Right.
changes is your age and the clothes in the car transportation. But everything else
Mm-hmm.
stays the same. Y'all
And
understand what I'm trying to say?
Now, let me. I want to make a little which he right. I agree with a lot of things he's saying because you got a lot of men that get the money and they get the money just to get the females to have sex and whatever for their gratification. But you got
it
this
goes the
thing too
other
where
way
you got
around too.
you got women do the same thing too. You got women do the same thing.
Well, brother, it goes the other way around too.
But like what I was saying, right? You got some men that got like 2, 3, 4 wives. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got to go through all that. I got to be tricking on you of doing this. Some men, really think that they're capable of being faithful to one woman, and then some are really capable of being faithful to one woman. And you know what I'm saying? So you got to balance that out within yourself to see what kind of man that you have, and if he messing around all the time, or if your woman messing around all the time, and try to figure out what that ingredients to be about within their DNA, and let that person be, or you're gonna accept that person for who they are, and let that person have multiple wives or multiple friends, and y'all got to come to some type of some conclusion about this. Because our ancient ancestors had many wives and stuff. Some of the women even had
See,
many
I ain't with
husbands.
all
See, a
that.
lot of
I
people
ain't
don't
with
know
all
that.
that sharing my part and stuff. So you ain't finna have no extra girlfriend with me.
No, I can
I
agree with
guess
that.
it
I can agree with
depends
that. You
on
got
your perception. Because I've seen instances where a man had, saw a woman and felt like, all right, I'm gonna put her on to some game. Not no BS, but I'm gonna learn you. I'm gonna put you on to something. I'm gonna build with you. I'm gonna show you how to get this fish and not fish for you so you can do it yourself. I see another woman. Okay, I see you might look a little bit lost. So I got this sister right here I've been building with. She gonna help you, I'm gonna help you.
That's
And let it
different
keep going
though.
on until y'all build something. That's the whole point about it. Not
yeah,
to just
yeah,
have
That's,
sex. Like
yeah, yeah,
you could do
yeah.
that
You're not just
anywhere.
right, right. You can do it right, right. I'm talking about like building, right.
If you doing it for the purpose of building and then y'all got kids, right? I could understand that. That's totally different.
something totally different. And
If it's
then
for
like
a
at the
greater
same
good
time,
and not just for self gratification, right?
going back to what the brothers was saying about, men having money and stuff like that, like we have to look at the women too, because women feel like, oh, if this man don't have the money, or he can't pay this bill, or he can't do for me, then he can't be for me. He can't be my man. You get what I'm saying? But
But yeah,
that
watch this. Love is the root of all evil. Watch this. This is the point I'm trying to make. Love don't have a heart nor a brain. It's the person holding it. You hear me? So money and love
Hmm.
don't even go together. Money and love is each other's enemy. You hear me?
mhm.
Right.
Because look at these housewives and stuff. People got all this money and they acting a fool like that, and we in the hood trying to get away and get what they got. You know what I'm saying? And that's real.
Right.
like I
It,
talked
it,
to
it,
my mom. I talked like for instance, I had talked to my mom, right? I told her, I have a friend that I come, talk to and kick it with. Well, you don't need to be dealing with nobody that can't do nothing for you, this and that and the other. I said, shit, I can't do much. I can't do shit for him neither. So does that mean he need to be dealing with me? That's not the point that I
Right.
want him to do
Right.
for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nobody to do shit for me. But what I am
watch
looking
this.
for
Right.
is understanding. And if we have a problem with each other, or we be in, a disagreement, how we gonna handle it? Are we gonna
Yeah.
fight,
Right.
or are we gonna sit down like adults and talk about it, and talk about how we feel about the situation?
Hey, sister, watch this. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said because that sums it all up to me. You said your parents is seeing something that they don't think is good for you. Then we go back to the concept that we was talking about earlier. Why parents are trying to be their kids' friend. See, you're one of those people that your parent ain't trying to be your friend. They're trying to tell you something that's good for your benefit. Watch this. To go back to what we said earlier, why is things the way they are? Because kids don't listen to their parents.
Mm-hmm.
That because kids don't listen to their parents. Just because they got one or two pubic hairs, they think they grown. You hear me? But when things go down and go bad, who do they run back to and cry on their shoulder? Their parents. Oh, I should have listened, mommy and daddy. I should have listened. You know what I'm saying?
And what you think you know at 30, by the time you get 60, you're going to find out it wasn't what you thought it was at
Yeah,
30.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
And
Cause,
you
cause
keep
you got, you
living,
got,
you're
you,
going to learn
yeah,
more.
cause you still got a lot of growing to do. 30 is still young. Actually, 40
There
is
you
still
go.
young. You're still young.
That's right.
Right.
You got a lot of
You got
growing
to
to
keep
do.
living.
And watch this. Since we
Listen,
got a lot of growing to do, what's the rush? What's the
Right.
rush?
I'm not rushing into nothing.
No, I'm saying, what's
especially,
the rush?
especially when you got elders. Damn,
Oh,
this done done things. You done seen these people do things. You know they know how to do things. And you're not going to listen to them. You're going to tell them you know better than they know. No, you're not. You're fooling yourself. So we have to learn, this generation especially, each generation gets worse. They don't listen to the elders. See, we had to listen to the elders. Get your head knocked off. You get your head knocked off if you ain't listening to the elders.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
We
back then you would get your head knocked off.
don't listen
Your
to the
auntie
elders.
whoop you, your uncle whoop you, your grandma whoop you,
Right.
yeah,
your
yeah.
aunt,
People
everybody
ain't
whoop you.
doing it.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Everybody
right.
screen you back then. but it's not
And
like
watch
that
this.
these
Watch
days.
this.
So
Watch this. You know what I tell my daughters? I tell my daughters, I say, you know, they call me Pops. Hey, Pops ain't trying to run your life, baby. You got to learn. You got to walk this by yourself. But I'm there when you fall. I got you. You understand? When you don't see me, I'm still creeping. I'm that pervert creeping in the bushes. Make sure that you all right. You understand what I'm saying? Because you mine. You feel me? How do you know that? Because Pops used to be that person. I can smell him a mile away. How do you know? Because I used to be that person. See, I can't speak on something I ain't been through. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you
Right.
how to roll up a blunt and what kind of weed is good. But if you ask me, how do crack make you feel? I don't know. I ain't never done it. How do coke make you feel? I don't know. I ain't never done that neither. I can make a pork chop sound good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how that is, what kind of seasoning to put on it. See, the things these days, people don't want to listen. You can't learn nothing if you're talking.
Yeah.
That's real. If people would
Is anybody religious at all?
if people would take time out and understand, like Ebony, like like us, and understand one another, and not fight, and not argue, and not come there with a big head, think I know everything. Because if you knew everything, you'd be considered a perfect person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a such thing. See,
and
society.
actually, if you knew everything, it'll drive you crazy.
Don't be confused. Don't be confused. It ain't nothing wrong with trying to learn everything. That should be your
To
purpose.
learn everything, right?
You ain't gonna
Now,
have
because
to do something, but you should be
when
putting
you
the
know a
effort
lot of
towards learning everything you
yeah,
can.
trying to learn
Don't let
everything you
people
can. That's right.
like
But
that you think you know everything. No, I'm trying to learn everything. Must be your attitude.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
by learning everything, and sometimes when you come across as knowing everything, people put that in your mind or in that concept. Oh, you think you know everything? No, I know more than you, and you just want to put that like I'm egotistic. But basically, you got some people that have more experience than others, and they don't always boil down to age. You know what I'm saying? It'll boil down mentally, what you've been through, spiritually and physically, and how much you have studied. So with that, try to learn everything that you can. If you can learn everything, learn it in this lifetime. And I'm talking about everything as to dealing with now, because you can't learn everything because you still are living and growing. So you 30, like you say, it may not be the same knowledge when you get 60. It's gonna be a whole new other stuff you got to learn from what you learned from when you were 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell my children. Look here, I'm your cheat sheet in life. Y'all know the video games. You get cheat sheets. You show you the shortcuts how to play the game. They want instant gratification. I'm your cheat sheet in life. That's what your parents are. Your cheat sheet in life. And use
I
that.
like that.
Don't fight that.
Right.
Use that. You don't ball the cheat sheet up for the video game and throw, because you want to play that game and get to the end of that game. So you don't ball up the knowledge from your parents. We done spent our whole life gathering knowledge up to share with our children, for they know. They know the things we know. And they can go farther than we went and learn more than we did. But you can't just not pay attention to the elders. This is the biggest problem in this society, because it's not. This is by design. They have taught our children. They are teaching our children. The society is directing the children not to listen to the elders, to the parents. This is done by design. It's
That's
done by
100%.
design.
Hey, that's 100, because when I was in school, I had for social where I could have done anything else. I went and gave back. I want to mentor the kids. You hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I've been sitting here listening to the conversation for a while. It's really, very enjoyable. But the most things is going on, just like in most of our conversations, we talk about symptoms of the problem. You have to get to the root of the problem, what's causing the symptom. Okay? And a lot of times we deal with all the symptoms. He did that wrong, and the woman doing that wrong, and the child. Those are symptoms of the problem. You have to get to the root of what the problem is. Why we don't have our own community? We holler we don't have no community. Okay, that's a symptom of the whole problem. What's the problem? And here in America, racism. oppression for black people. Now, once we identify the problem, we can see how to go about fixing the problem, and then this would make the this will make all those other little things disappear. You have to attack the problem. You can't just keep pulling and pulling and pulling at the symptoms. You won't get the problem fixed. You got to go directly to the problem. So we have to understand we ain't got communities because somebody's stopping us from having communities. They blocking us, okay? So what do? Okay, we put our defenses up because it's no good to keep going to get money and trying to build communities and all they're doing is burn them down, tear them down, losing business, all this, okay? You have to have organization. It ain't about business. We ain't short on money. We short on business because we don't have organization. We have to learn to put organization in, and then we can have our communities back again. Okay, you're not gonna have drug dealers living down the street from you because we got community organization. The mamas all have their Monday group. The daddies all got their Saturday group. The children's all got a after school groups. You have everything organized, organization. Right. This is what we heard right now as black people across the world. Lack of organization. We have to become organized.
And that's the whole reason why I had this call, because me and Thomas we was talking about building something and actually building something so we can get some type of organization going, even if it starts just with 4 or 2 people. You know what I'm saying? And we all right now have the opportunity to make something happen. And it won't even cost that much. All it costs is us putting our mind and time together to really getting to know each other and build that foundation of trust first, because we have all the knowledge and experience to do what he was saying, what we need to try to build these communities of organization, what we trying to implement on what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as black people, I think that everybody should know their role. Everybody want to be the HNIC. Everybody want to give directions, but can't follow no fucking orders. If everybody had a role and stuck to their role, everything would be kind of smooth. People want to backbite and drag somebody else down, and it's too much.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That's why I say you got to respect people's positions too. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect people's talent, and you also have to respect elders. Not only elders because of their age, but we're saying elders as what they're trying to teach
because of the wisdom.
If somebody got some, yes. But it's a lot of stuff in here that you guys can show me, and it's a whole gang of stuff that I can show y'all. And that's what we need to be on, current, to build something like an organization where we can actually put money into run and actually sit home and accumulate money until we find how we're gonna get together and start teaching in a building to make a community, so we can all start to come together, bring our children, family, friends, and whoever want to join this organization, own food from the ground, working for ourselves and stuff like that, until we get in that manner where we can leave it to our kids and they graduate, leave it to their kids, and now you got kids going back to the normal of growing food, not buying food, but growing it themselves and selling it if they have to.
Right. That's the only way we're going to acquire any wealth. We got to make it a generational thing. It can't just stop with us.
If they close the grocery store, black people are going for starve to death because they don't know how to grow no food. They don't know how to grow no food. Okay, they ain't growing, they ain't know how to grow none. During the 67, 68 riots in Detroit, you burn all the city down, all the food gone. If you didn't riot and get your house full of food, you was gonna starve, because black folks, they run us off the farm. Now we don't know how to farm. Okay, black folks don't know how to farm no more. We always been farm. Now we don't want to know how to farm no more. This is a bad thing.
Right, yeah, that is a bad thing. We don't got labor.
That's a bad thing to know how to farm. Who in the community trying to farm? Nobody. I just came from Dallas. Went and put a garden out my daughter's backyard. She's 30 years old, highly successful in business. She didn't know how to go put them seeds in the ground and grow that garden, you know. She called her daddy to come do it. So I taught her and my grandson and my son-in-law how to grow food. You know? Do you know how to make toilet paper? If they have a riot and burn up all the stores, what you gonna wipe your butt with? You know how to make some toilet paper? Do you know what to use if you ain't got some toilet paper? See, these are the basic things of life that we ain't being taught, we ain't even thinking about. And this is happening intentionally to us. That's why they, by law, we must send our children to their school to make us dumb, to make the children dumb and don't learn nothing. Got to have our own school, but we can teach the basic things of life. Every human being should know how to grow some food, how to find some water, you know, how to build your home. Why you got to go get a license to build anything around here? Because they don't want you to know how to do it. We have African village down in South Carolina. We built all the houses, over 30, 40 structures in that place on 12 acres land. We built everything from the ground up. We was taught how to do this thing. Now, go get these kids out the corner. The pants falling down. They can't even swing a hammer and screw a nail because they got to hold their pants up with one hand.
Right,
okay? So we got to get back to the basic essentials of a new know me. Y'all don't know me like that. Black nationalism is my game. This is what I preach and teach and live. Black nationalism. We got to learn how to be a black nation, our own government, our own schools, our own protection, our own community. Without all those things, we continue to be oppressed people. Religion ain't gonna save us. We have to learn how to be a people.
How do we get back, bro?
I'm glad you said something about religion. Sister asked us, is anybody here religious? But nobody kind of, I don't know if anybody caught that. But
yeah, I heard it when she said it.
She said, well, anybody religious? Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
me,
what did you mean by asking that question?
Say that again.
By asking that question, what were you gearing to?
I just wanted to know if anybody had like a basic set of principles that they followed.
What?
Okay, now myself. First of all, black folks, we ain't until the conquerors come upon us. We always been a spiritual people.
Right.
We're spiritual people. Not religion is made to control people. That ain't been our thing to control people. I think in spirituality to teach people how to live, how to operate this entity that we call our body, and how to work in unison with the universe. This is what spirituality is. To teach you how to operate your vehicle and maneuver into and make the best of the universe, nature, and whatever. Okay, that's spiritual. Religion is to quantify the people, to put the people all in the box and have them. This is the only way you do. This is the only way you do. And I got all these rules for you. You see, religion is to control the people. We don't need that. That ain't never been us. That's what they got going now, okay? And they got a bunch of them. Take your pick. Christianity, Islam, whatever. Take your pick. And they all do the same thing. Now, if religion was going to do something, they're collecting over $2 trillion a year just to Christians alone. So why is all these people out here on the street homeless and hungry? Why black people can't have their own houses? Why we got to live in rent? Why we ain't got a store up on the corner? If religion was the answer, it's not. It's not the answer. You know, it would be spiritual though. And we do have these things that you're asking about. How to have guidelines in life. I've been a Kemetic priest for 30 years. I've been a Kemetic priest, studying to be a Kemetic priest. It takes 40 years. I just become a Kemetic priest. But 40 years of study, you become a Kemetic priest. Okay? Yes, of course, we have guidelines. And guess what? The 10 Commandments they use in the Bible, I give you one guess where they got them from. Right. We'd already wrote them 10,000 years ago.
That's right.
But we have more than
Yeah, that's right.
We had more than 10. We had the negative, 42 negative confessions of my eye,
Yeah, there you go, brother.
which is the
Say it.
spiritual writings of black people thousands of years ago. And it's still written on the wall in stone.
That can't be
Okay, and
destroyed.
how to get
You
the
hear what I'm
right.
saying?
How to get the right. Yes, we got laws, we got rules, a whole lot more than they got. And that's why their societies here that we living up under is all crunked up and messed up because they don't want the society right. They don't want the society. Who wants the? How can they want the society right? And they're writing the laws for the to be gay. It's going to be gay. We're teaching the kids in school to be gay. They're not going to teach my child in school to be gay. You out of your mind. Okay, so they don't want things to be right. They want anarchy. They want chaos, but they can keep their foot on our neck. But, you know, we have to understand this, and we have to, you know, do what we have to do to combat it. Not complain about it. We get ourselves together and organize, but we can combat it. You can't have our children in your school. We don't want your children in school. We got our own school. We don't even care about your law. Matter of fact, we write our own law. Matter of fact, we don't even pay you tax anymore. Because you ain't doing money in your pocket and ain't giving us nothing. So no need us keep giving you no tax money. We pay our own taxes. We got our own army. Don't come over here. We got our own gated closed community. They say, how you gonna do this? And why people got their gated communities all over the place? If you can't go up in there, you can't buy a house or rent up in there. So why we can't do it? Yes, we can. And we must. We must. We got to get this understanding what the problem is and defend ourselves against what the problem is. And quit crying and putting at each other about it's a little simple. You know, get down to the root of the problem. We don't have our own. We must organize and have our own. Put away from these people. You can call it separation, segregation, whatever you want. This is the bottom line. And until the people, black people are here and across the world start understanding we have to put away from these people because all they here for us to do is to keep their foot on our neck so they can have everything. We have nothing. You know?
Right, well control.
You know, and we just got to pull away from them. You know, simple as that. We don't want your religion. Y'all brought that religion up in here. We don't want that. We are spiritual people. All we want to do is know how to live in harmony with nature, in harmony with each other. Okay? We got our own rules. We got our own thing. As a matter of fact, everything they got, they copied from us and watered it down. That's why don't nothing work, because it's all watered down. We go back to our own rules. They tell me, oh, that's the old history. Guess what? Guess what? Everything you reading in these school books and everything you reading in their religious book, they got from us. So if what we got is old, what they got is old too. Okay, but guess what? What we got is older than what they got and proper. Theirs is improper. So these young kids don't know what they're talking about. History ain't gonna do me no good. Sit your butt down and shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. That's the way we just gotta get back to being that way. You can't let the kids run around here telling you what to do. But anyway, we definitely I didn't mean to joke y'all now. I knew
No, you're right.
Joke, y'all.
Yeah, I just had this conversation because, you know, I want to have this conversation, you know what I'm saying, just for us to have something to talk about until we do the next broadcast. And, you know, we should have some solutions, and y'all sisters need to try to think about something that us brothers could try to put something in, you know, work together. We got the knowledge. So we going to be the teachers, y'all going to be teachers, but we need to lay a foundation where we all need to start teaching and how we need to set up what organization that we need to start setting up to start bringing people in and making money at the same time with it.
That sounds good.
I don't know what Thomas.
I always want to suggest to anybody I talk to on these calls and so forth to read my book.
Oh yeah, the brother Tahuti got a book.
He was breaking up. Well. I couldn't hear everything. I heard like bits and pieces.
I say I always want to suggest to folks when I conference calls and radio shows, I do thank you. Read my book, please. You can Google my name and it'll give you all the information. You can just Google my name.
The brother got a book. He's saying that he wants y'all to check out his book. He got a book. He wants you to read his book. That's what he's saying.
Hey,
y'all can hear me?
Information, so I'll check it out, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you real good.
Okay. Yeah. Just Google my name. And all the information to come up for the book and everything else I do.
Okay.
I spell it for you if
Okay, let me
you
write it down.
prepared.
Go ahead.
T
What spell
E.
Tahuti?
Yeah. Tehuti.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Tahuti.
Last name Adefumi. ADEFUNMI.
What's
Say that again.
ADEFUNMI.
Okay.
Tahuti Adefumi.
But I definitely want to talk about the solutions, y'all. Because like Tahuti was saying earlier, you know, we always talking about the downsides of what our communities and what we going through. But let's talk about the positive that we can make happen. You know what I'm saying? If it costs $1 or so, so what? Be it. Let's just make the positive come in where we can place the positive and the actions and what we can place the actions in to make things better for ourselves first, so we can also make things better for our communities and people that be around us.
mm-hmm.
And I'm actually working. I work right now, and I'm working on getting my license fixed so I can get me another car, and then so I can move around so I can come and see some of y'all, because some of y'all close by, like the ones in Georgia. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to take trips to come to Philly or whatever so we can shoot these live recordings that I want to make in episodes and stuff like that of what we doing starting from the ground base of just right now from intellectual combos. This is number 6 right here, but I've been doing this for a while. Me and Tahuti got something that we did a show on as well. If y'all want to check that out, y'all can check that out on YouTube, from Intellectual Combos and from the best of the best from Anu Epsu. So, and Tahuti also talking about getting something about broadcasting as well, broadcasting. So we trying to get a lot of stuff positive going. You know what I'm saying? Not only just teaching, we want to try to get something for the kids to have. So, you know, when they ain't got nothing to do, they'll have something to do. Because when kids ain't got nothing to do, what they do? They get into something to make happen. Whether
Right.
they break into a house or they out ganging with each other, cracking jokes or trying to rap or whatever. Let's just try to make something for them to have, so, you know, it can be fun and it can also be productive.
Mm-hmm.
So it may take us some time. Maybe it depends on how much money we put into it, what we're trying to put into it. And hey, stop. And what we're trying to do. So it may even take a year or a half or so because a lot of us still trying to get stuff done. A lot of us paying bills. But I know I waste a lot of money on stuff that I can be putting that money towards going to get something positive to make more money and actually make our communities and ourselves better. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what time it's doing, but I know you're still here because I can see
Yeah, I'm
your
here. I'm just
profile. I
here.
know Tahuti's still here. Okay.
I'm just
So yeah,
listening. I'm just listening, man.
I
I'm
want the
just listening.
sisters, you know, to try to come up with something, and the brothers try to come up with something as well, so we can be compatible. See if we compatible on what we trying to do with our organization. Whether we trying to build like a church or something, we can get
Yeah,
a
I just had what's the brother Tahuti? I just had when he was talking, I just had a vision and how can we get our kids' attention? I hear this video game come in a lot. You know, wow. See, a lot of our kids, a lot of us, like I said, I stated before, I'm just now really for the last 4 or 5 years learning who we are and what we stand for, and where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
a, a lot of our kids, they don't teach our kids this in school. You understand? So, what is the best way to get your kids' attention? If we made books, if we had video games showing them our history instead of their history, you understand? If we sit down
Mm-hmm.
and read to our kids, you understand? Because if you catch the kids' attention, hey, you're not a nigga. You understand? You're not a nigga because I think it's Greek or Latin. It means king anyway. You understand? I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Watch this.
about.
Okay, watch this. If you get a kid's attention and they're interested, what they can do? They gonna go tell their other friend. They gonna tell their other friend. That's you know, you're gonna have 6 or 7 kids in front of you want to hear that same thing. You hear me? Who we are and what we stand for. But until we able to get it out there, it doesn't take a lot of money. It takes a lot of effort and time. You understand? We already know the problem as to who he stated. We know the solution verbally, we said. So, like I said to you before, I knew you have a vision. I can hear you talking, brother. I can hear us talking. But I just see you talking. I don't see you moving. Does that make sense? You got to move to get people attention. They see,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you got. But we moving now just by talking about it. But what I'm
yeah,
saying
but I'm not
by
saying
us moving.
I'm not saying us that's here. I'm saying when we reach out to the public, you gotta move. They gotta see us in
Yeah,
action.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
They
saying?
got to see us in
It's,
action. That's what I'm saying. And if we build something, they gonna come. But you know
you
what
know
I'm
when
saying?
I
If we always just talking on YouTube or if we always talking on Facebook or Instagram and stuff, people just see that you got knowledge from what you posting. But in
yeah
society, what do you have? Do you have something that they can come to get counsel, to get books, assistance? That's the type of stuff that people will start acknowledging you and start donating money and also putting time and effort into what you really got going on because you got something actually going on
yeah.
besides Facebook and media action.
Uh, I'm an advocate of organizations, because that's what we hurting at. We got tons of money. They claim that the black people spend over $1 trillion a year in this country. We got tons of money. So money is not really part of the solution for us. We need to organize. We got tons of money around. We need to learn to organize, to be organized individually. And when I say individually, I mean in our own individual communities where we live. We need to learn
Right.
how to go put organizations and get the people in our community organized and together. It doesn't take money to organize like that. You see what I'm saying? We got to learn to organize and be more organized. And like the brother said, moving, organized and active. You got to have programs for your children in your community. You got to have programs for the wives, programs for the young daughters, programs for the fathers and the boys. You got to have programs, structure. It's not a money issue. It's not a money issue. It's a structure issue. An organization issue is where we're hurting at. And that's what I'm an advocate of.
Are the
Can
ladies
I?
still there?
Huh?
Well, let's hear your output, please. Ladies.
I'm just stepping back into the conversation. Can y'all feel me in right quick?
Well, what he said earlier, he said that he was asking y'all on like, what do y'all think the best input that we should go on to try to get the attention of the kids and stuff, as an organization trying to build something to get people to cause, be a part of us as a family, caretaking and stuff like that.
I mean, I agree with Tahuti said. Um, because he talk about this all the time. So, you know, all the time, all day. That's the conversations that me and him have on a daily basis. But I'm in agreement with Tahuti. Also, not only that, to build our community because you know, us as black women, we are the back. Oh man, I just broke my clip. But as the women of the pillar of the community, we are our men's backbone. We are the backbone. So we have to teach we have to reteach again what it means to be a woman and ladylike. And I'm still learning that right now for myself too. What it is to really be ladylike.
That's
Because,
clean.
huh?
That's clean. I like that. That's clean because there's you're being honest. And if you don't mind, some of us men don't know how to be a man either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We are learning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't, I come from my grandfather. I grew up in the Baptist church, and when I accept my calling, I preach. You know what I'm saying? In the Baptist church, Baptist churches. You understand? Until one day I said something ain't right up in here. And one of the elders came to me. He said, "You'll figure it out." He said, "Because when you bring the word, you're not ashamed to say what needs to be said." I said, "Well, according to the biblical terms, when you go to church, it's not about you anyway. It's about him. You understand? It's about telling the praise." But then I came
You're breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up
to
bad.
the question. I said, "How can you tell me how to be saved and you come to the same God?" Anyway, I said, "How can you tell me how to understand?" And we pray to the same God. And I look at your children; they in the same club with me. You understand?
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
to myself, I said something ain't right. My granddad was a big time. When I say big time, small time, but he was big. He was big on his word. You know what I'm saying? He was big on his bond. He was devoted to pastoring. You hear me? And he went all the way to the White House, met President Reagan and everything. You hear me? See, that's something for me to be proud of. That was my role model. My granddad was. You know what I'm saying? And he still is, even though he's not here. With remember the positive things that he taught me. You know what I'm saying? And how did that person change? Well, I took upon myself and said I can't do this by myself. You hear me? But I can do it for myself. If you understand what I'm trying to say, I can't do it by myself because when I do things by myself, things tend to be put together for a minute, then they fall apart. But when I want to
Yeah,
do it
that's
by
true.
myself, for myself, I can stop the stop the distraction. And one thing, like Tweety said, all this division that's among us, we need unity. You understand? We need unity. And I take a brother, as I told I knew before, like Tupac. Tupac had his 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 word was so strong, he scared the opposite race. You hear me? By
Mm-hmm.
speaking the truth.
Hmm.
You hear me? But he
No,
came
he
up in
scared the
here.
ones that was weak, even down to other black people. If you was a weak black person, he was weak minded. He shook
That's right.
motherfuckers like that because they
There
didn't
you
know how to
go.
take them.
A real cat. You hear me? That wasn't afraid to. And me and Hoodie talked about this earlier. You know why people are scared to really move? Because they fear. That white man put fear in you. And it trickled down from generation to generation from our first ancestors, from that first slave person. They put that fear in you. Because what they're going to do, they're going to kill you. But my understanding, and it's a big misunderstanding, I'm scared to step to the white man, but I'm at the club. I smoke my brother like it ain't no joke. You hear what I said? That's
Yep.
like contradiction.
Yep. If
Right.
they step on your shoes in the club, you ready to bust something.
Yeah, there you go. But when it comes to the white man, sir, I want oysters and a black woman, but I open that door for that white woman, though. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that program. Off that program,
Right.
like Tweety said, we got it made, baby. We got it. And they know that. Now programming us through more music and these Hollywood shows and these video games and you see white people. If we so darn bad, why you see white people twerking on McDonald's commercials? You hear me? Ain't that our heritage? You know what I'm saying? And that falls back to what we talked about earlier. Do I want that kind of woman? If you can twerk, baby, but twerk for me. When we in the club, let's slow dance together. You know what I'm saying? That's real. See, it's competition in everything we do. It's competition. Why is the competition there? We ain't put it there, but we learned to accept it. But when you accept things, there's no complaint. So if you say I'm good, well, why are you complaining? You understand? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all sit down or y'all comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
Where you at now?
Right.
Okay, now watch. Okay, so when you
I
comfortable,
think
there
as
should be
black
no
people, we've been mistreated so long that we don't even know how to love ourselves.
Say it
Right.
again. Or one another.
And
Now that we've been treated so bad, we're not pressing. We're turning against
by
each other.
and not just treated badly by white people in society, but by our spouses and in relationships.
We don't know how to have a relationship. If you don't know
Right.
how to love yourself, how you gonna want to have a relationship?
And get what? I can sit here
I
and
ate a
say
little bit,
I
still
can
a
sit
little
here and
bit.
say I'm trying to repair myself and learn myself to love myself.
Yeah, I try to make
I
sure
have to
you have
learn
some too.
myself to learn love myself.
Okay, then I eat the rest then.
Hmm.
Because a lot of people don't
Man,
know who they
man,
are. They know who they
that's
think
deep.
they are, and they know who they would like to be. But the
Uh,
person that they are in their skin, they don't really truly know that person.
Tahuti, you still on there?
Yeah, yeah,
Watch
I'm
this.
here.
Watch, watch this. And that's clean what Sister just said. Who they are. Well, how are you supposed to know who you are if mom and daddy don't know who they are neither? See, that's
And the
deep.
school ain't
I
taught
can't
you neither.
I want to share this with
Yeah.
you guys. Speaking of the school system, I would like to share this. This kind of not really off the topic, but my baby brother, he's gonna be 18 in August. He's a junior in high school now, and a conversation that I had with him on Father's Day, because I was talking to him and my dad. And I asked him how the school is, because the same school he goes to now, that's the school I went to and graduated from. He tells
uh,
me that only 10% of the school is college ready. Not 10% of his class, but 10% of the entire high school. How the fuck does that happen?
just like it to who he said, they in control.
Well, cause
College ain't.
I showed up didn't see him.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
They,
That's their program. That's their
that's right.
school, not our
That's
school.
right.
That's their
That's
school.
right.
That's how
That's
You
right.
know, 10%. And when I was coming through school, I had great teachers because we had different little programs and stuff in place for us. And we had a black man as a principal, and his name was Mr. Leaks. I'll never forget it. And he came in and said that we are not going to be failures. We're gonna be somebody. And he put these programs in place at the school where the private university, it's called Thomas University. It's a private school in Thomasville, Georgia. They started a program called Giro. They took us places. They kept us after school and made sure all our homework was done. And what we didn't understand, they made sure we understood. They took us to colleges, and they paid for us to stay, like our tuition. We would one college we went to was Albany State University, and we stayed there for 2 weeks. We took college classes. We went to class like we would as if we were actually in college, to give us that experience and to show us, hey, this is what you have to look forward to.
That's all beautiful. Only one problem.
What problem?
All they book are full of lies that they teach you out of. Everything they teach you is all lies. It's all to
Yeah.
destroy you against yourself.
Say it
That's what the
again, brother.
problem is.
Say
This
it
is
again.
why we must have our own school, write our own book. every book you read in the school was written by a white person or a Jew person. And see, we don't understand that. We think we having a good time. We're doing something good. We're going to their college. No, their college is more to dummy down. You think you're learning something. No, all of you, they don't educate. They indoctrinate you. They indoctrinate you into this racist system they have. Because you cannot have a racist system. If you got a racist system, you're going to have a racist language. You're going to have a racist school system. You're going to have a racist religion. This is what we miss. You have to understand these things. Okay, they were beautiful. They doing all these things. The black people think they really doing something good, but guess what? The principal, he just as lost as the pastor. He teaching, he filling us full of garbage. They mean well, but they didn't even know no better. Okay, so this is where we come in at. Okay, we've been through all that. We kind of smart now. Plus, we know better. We write our own books. We want our own school. Okay, I want to take my children and grandchildren, your children, and teach them out of books, the books that got the truth in them, the books that teach them who they are. They ain't taught you who you is in school. You went all to college. I went to college for 12 years. And these suckers ain't said one day trying to tell me about the black man I am. Okay?
Not there you go.
About the black man I am for 12 years. Okay, I can have 4 or 5 kids. And we and move forward. Don't cry about it. Learn the real truth. Learn the real truth. Okay. Check this out. I'm on Thomas thing now. Thomas, you got me going. Check this out. Check this out. When you grew up, your parents and us come down the chimney and boil your Christmas, yes. Right, okay? But they told us though, right? And we, look, we live in the project. And we ain't got no, how am I gonna get my toys? Okay, that's what I said. But anyway, no, we believe that it was the Easter Bunny. We believe this, it was Santa Claus and all that because they told us to it. But guess what? Right now today, you ain't going for that. You ain't believing there's no Easter Bunny. You ain't believing there's no Santa Claus. And the same damn thing about you. You thought what they was teaching was fruit and knowledge, but it was all lies. So we have to learn that we got to have our own schools, write our own books, educate our own children. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a brain. Marcus Garvey said, Marcus Garvey, I quote Marcus Garvey, the greatest dilemma for the black people is to learn that they have been miseducated and they have to re-educate themselves. Okay. All the people I know PhDs is a bunch of assholes, a bunch of dummies, a bunch of fools. Most of them, most, don't know shit except for what the white man taught you. That's all they know. Right. They don't even know who they are. They can't begin to tell you who they are. Don't want to be who they are. Don't want to be black. Want to be white as they can. So this is what they do stupid.
And then the white people want to be black. That's funny. It's verse. They're funny.
Got my opinion and slap y'all something funny.
Going back to the religious part, I do believe there is a higher power. I do believe there is God. I do believe that, you know, there are things or some truth in the Holy Bible, but it contradicts itself a lot. But I see it as how can this the person that wrote this book had to translated this message from a different language. Many people wrote that book, and it has been rewritten several different times. And it's just like a telephone message that like the game used to play in elementary school. You start with one person with the message, and by the end of the train, it becomes totally something different.
That's right. That's right. I remember that game too. It's been around for a long time. Like Tahuti said, and like y'all saying here, the game because the whole concept of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph come from Horus, Isis, and Osiris. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how you just now learning the truth. But he said the truth to set you free. You understand? So it's not everything they changed. They couldn't change everything. If it's a family recipe of cookies, you can't change everything. You can't leave everything out. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. It might not taste the same, but it's edible. You understand? Now it's up to you if you accept it or not. You heard me?
Mm. So that's why I say I do believe there is a God. I do believe in God, but do I dwell in the Bible? No. To some of the things that it says, yes, I do. But do I believe everything that's in it? No, I don't. Because some stuff just don't fully make sense to me yet, or I don't have that understanding. But like I said, how can somebody rewrite a book over and over from a different language and don't change anything to what they want us to believe? Because back in the day, the white people used the Bible as a controlling mechanism for our people.
Still do.
And clearly they made this white Jesus, blue eyes, but clearly in the Bible it says that his skin is made of copper. Copper is brown and bronze.
Okay. So check this out. Check this out. Like you very smart young lady about that book, even though we grew up with that book. We figured out something right about that book. But yet, have you made it yet to go find out who wrote this book, where they got this stuff from?
But how? How can you find that out?
For one, I'm sitting here, so you ain't got.
You got to do research. That's how you find it out.
Books that black people wrote. The white people gonna like the white people ain't writing nothing. First of all, right. It's the Jews writing everything. Okay. What you have to once you find out, like something like this book. Okay, well,
and you the main one be talking loud, and you talking somebody talking loud.
You like it? Like you on the damn football field.
King James a murderer in the home. Something wrong with this book. When you read a book, you got to look and see who the author, you know where they coming from. King James is a murderer and a homosexual. So what kind of book you think he gonna have? Okay, so now I'm wrong with this book. But he got it from somewhere because they ain't smart enough to write it and been right. Yeah. So now you go start researching where you got this from. Okay.
And then they got the Old Testament and the New Testament.
And which is crazy because the Hebrew, the Jew, don't even like Jesus Christ. They supposed to hung and murdered Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ was supposed to be the Jew himself. Jesus Christ wasn't no Christian. He couldn't have been. Christianity hadn't even started. Okay? So you go read history written by black folks. So you can find out what the truth of all this stuff is. You seek black authors, like myself, and many others. See, and this is where we fall short. Because even when we find out something is wrong, we still don't have understanding deep enough and go find it too. Okay, well, what's that keep banging on the wall and get that down? Okay, because you got to go find out.
Open an account over the phone, but I closed it once I found out.
So this is why right now
automatic debit. So I came in and then you guys wanted me money, but now I see this flyer on my door.
Trying to live American culture. You cannot live the culture of your oppressor. This is the family. or my uncle.
Yeah, it says we came by today, and it says it's important that you call or stop by the store today.
The whole culture
It's
is
not
set up.
made for you.
Right. It's made to oppress you. You're gonna learn how to do against yourself. So you can be a part of black people be a part of this culture, and to be in it to anything is to hang yourself. This is to hang yourself, you know. And so we have to go back and learn how to be black people. We have to start over and learn and teach our kids how to be black people.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? When you go back.
WILKIN.
You know, you go to Africa, you go back and look into our black culture. Black people were here before slavery. We got black culture here already before slavery ever started. Okay, you have to dig and go back and find out about who you are. What do our people do? What do our people eat? Our people ain't eat no pigs and cows.
Okay, no problem.
Right.
You too.
Where are you from, Tahuti?
They
Where
won't
you
eat
from,
that
brother?
pig and cow to feed us, to make us sick.
You talking to Tahuti?
Yeah, where is he from?
He said, "Where you from?"
Where am I from?
Yeah,
I'm from
where?
Detroit. I'm from Detroit, but my family is I hear from Nigeria, West Africa. My family, Oyotunji.org. The only African king in America. This is my cousin. And knew you still there?
Yeah, he stepped away for a minute. Ebony gone.
No, I'm here. I just can't really hear. I hear it's like a lot of echoing.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I got to think
I can
my
hear you
thing
just
of
fine.
follow cases, but I don't use this that thing that I got with my
Homeboy
company.
got some.
Yeah.
Dang.
I gotta give me one of them here sometime. What we doing?
Yeah.
I should have heard it. Cause you supposed to do it right.
Yeah, I'm doing that. So what happened to everybody? What's going on?
I guess we took a brief intermission.
What happened to Thomas? I don't see him. I'm talking loud. Okay.
Yeah, I know I get kind of long-winded sometimes.
Yo, I had to find something to cook.
You read that with Tahuti, and Tahuti ain't telling you the good books to read.
A good book? Yeah,
Yeah, mine.
yeah, he is.
Okay.
Google Dr. Ben.
I got Dr. Ben. I got Dr. Ben book right here. Look.
You were new. I was talking to Thomas and
Ebony.
Ebony.
I don't see Thomas on here anymore.
I'm here.
Yeah. The other good books to read besides mine. Google Dr. Ben. Google Dr. Ben if you're not familiar with him. And check out his book list. He wrote over 50 books.
Look at this one right here when I'm posting up.
Yeah, I know you down on Doc. I know that already.
Okay.
He was all our teachers. All the black professors across the planet. Anybody you can come up and name.
Oh, who wrote that book?
Huh?
Dr. Ben.
Who wrote that book?
Dr. Ben wrote this book right here. That's Dr. Ben right there. Dr. Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one book he wrote, most of
Huh?
all
Yeah.
black, the Black Bible, we call it.
Oh.
Dr. Ben wrote our Black Bible, as far as I'm concerned, many of us concerned. Black man of the now and his family. That's what we call the Black Bible. Black man of the now and his family. It's a big book too. Yeah, and it's a textbook. It will teach you all about us for sure. We don't know nobody else who has written this extensively about the black people than Dr. Ben. I can't name you another person on the planet. Many, many others have written about us, but I can't tell you another one who has written about us to the extent that Dr. Ben has. I personally can't. And I've been studying this stuff for 40 years. But many other good teachers. George G.M. James wrote a great book, Stolen Legacy. Great, great book. They killed him for writing that book.
Dr. What her name is, who wrote the ISIS paper? Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis.
Oh, Dr. Francis Quest Welsing.
Yep.
You work it up. Yeah. Wrote the ISIS papers. She was one of my teachers. The ISIS papers. Very good book.
Show them on my phone.
Chancellor Williams, Destruction of a Black Civilization. Destruction of a Black Civilization. Another awesome book. Well, if you can purchase my half of the book that's in there for you. About halfway through the book, it's a very strong book that's in there for you.
Well, we just need to come up with some solution of what we want to do and what we want to start.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Keeping this going out here.
What? I didn't throw the phone out. I don't know. The phone is not on the mattress. It wasn't in the mattress.
Well, Thomas said he was leaving off the call.
Well, Deja must have moved it because it wasn't in the bed at all.
You got to put together.
You probably had to hang up and call back.
Yeah, he at work.
Anticipating that.
I can't hear nothing again.
I tell you one thing, I'm getting ready to start myself back. Last time I was the Marcus Garvey Movement Challenge. It was we was 5 UNIA Marcus Garvey organization. We're trying to revive it because it already exists. And the challenges went like challenge number 1, join a chapter of the UINA in your community. Challenge number 2 was to join a chapter in your community and also get 10 other people to join that chapter with you. Challenge number 3 was to, if your community don't have a chapter of the UIN, Marcus Garvey movement, chapter in your community. And this was the Marcus Garvey movement challenge. And I was pushing it on Facebook last year real strong. I kind of fell off a little bit, but it caught on real good, because that we need solid organization in our communities, and we don't have that.
That's what
so this already right, been around for, just to revive it,
That's what it's called for, so we can start an organization of our own.
Marcus Garvey organization
and start going out. You know what I'm saying? We put together the publication and how we want to teach. So we got to get together. We got to get together personally and start teaching each other on, the facts. Because some of us are higher than some of us, and I'm gonna notice this. Hey, Tahuti. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this broadcast until we come with the next one, which will be intellectual conversation number 7. This is part 6 right now, so I will come back with number 7, and we will come back with the solution, getting together on what we planning on to do. So peace, shalom, eshe, and do you, and wassalamu alaikum. I told Tahuti I'm about to leave the call. I'm about to cut the call off. I'm about to cut the video until we come to the next one.
I would say maybe